Before I start rambling off my list of reasons, I'd like for you to participate in an exercise with me if you're interested. And if so, let's try something. Comment below why you believe people keep so much stuff. What's the most common excuse you've heard? Or better yet, what excuse have you given? Why is it or has it been hard for you to get rid of things? Take a moment and comment below one or two reasons. And as you're doing that, let me explain why I asked you to do this. See, people have a variety of reasons and rationales for why they hold on to things. By having you comment below your reasons or beliefs, it will allow others who stumble across this conversation later to see that they're not alone in both how they feel, but also why it's hard for them to get rid of things. Because if I've learned anything on this journey, personally and through conversations with others, is that many people are emotionally attached to their possessions. And that alone can make it difficult to part with things, especially things that have been a part of your life for quite a long time. So as I share my list of reasons with you, keep in mind the things you commented below. I'm almost positive that there would be an overlap of some sort. And if not, that's great too, because every comment left today is an opportunity for someone else to learn later. Reason number one, it was a gift. Truth is, most people can't even remember what they gave you for your birthday or Christmas last year, let alone any year prior to that. So in the unlikely event that they do remember, they're probably not going to ask you where it is. And if they do ask, first off, wow, I'm impressed. But in rare moments like that, don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Something I've learned about gifts over the years is that when someone gives you something, they give up control over that item. They do not get to determine whether you keep it or how often you use it. So if you receive a gift that you don't need, don't use, and don't love, don't be afraid to give yourself permission to let it go. Reason number two, I need to find a good home for it. A major holdup for many people and why they tend to hold on to things longer than they should is the perceived need to find the perfect charity, donation center, etc. for their unused items. But here's the thing. There are many, many, many good enough places out there that will happily take your unwanted items and put them to good use. Now, I completely understand if there's a certain mission you enjoy or prefer to support, whether it's a charity for young girls or special needs. I get that. But don't waste hours of your time searching for the perfect place. At the end of the day, all of that research you're doing will simply prolong the process and cause you to hold on to all those things you don't need way longer than you intended to. If the place you're donating your items to has good intentions, a plan, and a purpose for those things, that's all that matters. Reason number three, if I get rid of it, I won't remember it. This is a very common reason people give for why they hold on to things they're not quite ready to let go of, especially sentimental items. And if you're struggling with this, I'll leave a link to a video I did that highlights 10 ways to declutter sentimental items. However, today I'd like to leave you with something to think about. See, I doubt your memory is so poor that you have to save every bit of everything in order to remember that family member, family vacation, or unique life experience. So before you hide boxes in your basement or stuff so much stuff in your hallway closet that the door hinges are screaming for help, strongly consider downsizing. Perhaps you can save items selectively instead of saving everything. Remember, if everything is sentimental to you, then nothing truly holds sentiment to you. They also say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so consider snapping a few of those rather than keeping a box full of stuff you haven't looked through since the day you packed it. Reason number four, it was expensive. Now, it may be true that you spent a lot of money on an item, but that in and of itself is not a reason to keep it if you aren't using it. See, the truth is this. Regardless if an item is sitting in a box in your garage, hanging in your closet, not being worn, given to a friend, donated to Goodwill, or thrown away, in all of those scenarios, the money you spent doesn't magically reappear in your bank account. The money is long gone. So I want to encourage you to stop using that as an excuse, if you are using it, to keep something that you aren't using and don't need. As a matter of fact, think about that wasted money the next time you're shopping online or in a store. And ask yourself, will this item get enough use to justify this purchase? Reason number five, every time I get rid of something, I need it later. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is possible that after you spend a great deal of time sorting, organizing, and decluttering your things, you may find a use for something you chose to discard. But here's the deal. If you hadn't spent that time sorting through your clutter, you probably wouldn't even remember you owned said item. And if you did remember, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have known where it was, which means one of two things would have happened. One, you would have spent hours trying to find this missing item, and every minute you spend doing that is a minute lost in your day. Or two, you would have went out and bought a new one. wasting money and adding more stuff to your already cluttered space. See, at the end of the day, it's best to have a clutter-free space with an assigned home for everything you own. And if you have to rebuy something, so be it. At least this time, you know exactly where it is when you need it. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. And if I shared something that matched what you commented below at the beginning, reply to your original comment and let me know. I'm curious, but also if you shared something that I didn't mention, let's talk about that as well. Keep growing, keep learning, and always stay true to you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.